Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are all set for period number 3. Or as our friends south of the border say, period number trace. 6-2, your Marauders lead. They are on the man advantage for 1:50 to start this one, unless they light the lamp on the penalty to Ford. Travis, Bryn Athyn got 2 in that period. What does Millersville have to do to kind of bring the momentum back to themselves?
Well, Millersville has to do what they did, because, whenever they score, get one right back. Don't let Bryn Athyn get any momentum this third period.
Well, Petticone has it off the pass from Seaford. And kick back to Jeremy. Oh, ice is still a little wet.
Yeah, very wet, TJ.
This one goes to Kays.
Oh,
now,
there goes.
McCulley,
There goes.
breakaway. Go, McCulley! Oh, hat trick!
Holy, throw it, TJ, throw it.
Wow, McCulley buries his third of the evening and adds the extra point. So we have a touchdown and an extra point to a safety right now.
TJ, that was a nasty dipsy dude tucked behind the back. Cole McCulley tucks it on the backhand. Looking like Austin Matthews out here with that kind of move, TJ. I have no words anymore. I have no words. 3 goals tonight. That is perfection.
I got one. Filthy. This kid is filthy.
Retire his number. Retire his number. Retire his number. That's all I'm going to say.
Man, what a goal. Undress the goalie. Undress the defenders.
TJ, and
there was equipment laying all over the ice.
It was a yard sale.
He went the opposite side of when he went around Van Horn in the first period.
Just, you can't give Cole McCulley a breakaway because he's gonna score. And here's Buck. Dodges the contact from Marone. And that was a power play goal for McCulley, too.
TJ, giving Cole McCulley a breakaway is like giving a dog a bone. They're going to bury it.
That was just a beautiful goal by Cole to make it an even 3 on the evening for his hat trick. Here's Zerko. Rink wide to Johnston. It's in the feet of Johnston. And into play it is Carey. He's tied up by Bassel. Now kick to Zerko. Fires one. Goes wide. Kohata gives chase. He has one this evening as well. Now Buck. Oh, this ice is really wet. Loose that front. Oh!
Zerko
buries it.
Shelf Tickler. Andrew Zerko rips the twine on the top of the net, TJ. And Andrew Zerko, the Palmyra native, with an absolute beauty, right where you said earlier where Mama hides the cookies from point blank. Snipes him.
Wow. Wow.
Goodness. Millersville came out of the locker room with the fire lit underneath them, and TJ Cole McCulley, and now Zerko.
Van Horn just slammed his stick. Well, somebody better call Andrew Zerko Chris Kyle, because he's a sniper. What a shot on that one.
The new American Sniper coming to theaters near Millersville soon. Starring Andrew Zerko.
Stromberg kicks it to Ryder. Now lifted ahead to Ward. Wardo with a nice move. Has to beat his man. Does so. Throws it out front. And Van Horn kicks it away. Stromberg couldn't get it to go. Dunnigan gonna corral it at the blue line. Fires a shot. It's tipped.
Aiden Stromberg! Let's go! Aiden Stromberg! Welcome to the odd shot! He got his stick in the shooting lane! Aiden Stromberg! Let's go, kid! Somebody grab that puck! Let's go!
Way to go, 18, getting it done. And the boys down here are going.
Teammates, TJ are going nuts! Let's go, Aiden!
Gets it done in his first ACHA game. How are you, number 18? His second. He played last night.
He played 3 goals less than 2 minutes into the third.
18:08 remains, and Millersville decided, all right, we just gonna pound them.
See, I said they have to take the momentum out for Bryn Athyn. They did exactly that.
Oh yeah, and then some. So Millersville gave up 2 last period, answered with 1 of their own. But now they have put up 3 since the start of this period, just over 2 minutes ago. 3 goals, 2 minutes. Now a chance for Bryn Athyn trying to get some sign of life back in them. Dunnigan, backhand pass, almost picked off by O'Hara, the most recent goal scorer. Here's Stromberg, who does have the most recent goal scorer for Millersville. Up and out of play. But yes, O'Hara has the last Bryn Athyn goal. That came in the, late second?
Late second, and they really have not shown much since then. I want to go back to Stromberg's goal, TJ. Congratulations to my teammate, TJ, who deserves this opportunity. He's worked for it all season long, and it shows, TJ, his positioning, his effort, his work ethic. Aiden Stromberg, have yourself a night, kid. Well freaking deserved.
Well, the boys are buzzing right now as they are up by 7. As they lead 9-2 over the Bryn Athyn Lions. 17 and a half left to play.
And you have to think TJ Stromberg scoring in his D2 game will give him an extra boost tomorrow in the D3 squad as they travel to St. Johns Hopkins.
Well, here's Burke looking to finish his hat trick, much like his teammate Cole McCulley just did earlier this period. Millersville in the zone. Corelli gets it deep. Sent around by Reed Schroeder for Bassel. Lifted ahead, Corelli, and it's kept in by Rysack. Kick down low. Beautiful! Sick save by Van Horn. Now back to Seifert at the point. Fires one into the glove of Van Horn. Now, folks, I don't know why they haven't switched goaltenders. You're just killing your goalie's confidence at this point.
Yeah, this TJ it's rough. I mean, maybe their backup doesn't want to. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Travis, you got more of an input on this than I do.
Well, their backup is a guy who had stopped 57 shots last night, so maybe he's a little tired today. But sometimes you just gotta weather the storm and just ride it out.
And maybe that's what their coach is thinking. But again, folks, almost none of these goals are Van Horn's fault. He's been peppered by grade A chances by the Marauders all night long. Here's Laughlin. Sends it into the corner. Out front of Schroeder. And McCulley corrals the loose puck. Has 3, looking for 4. Back to Cole. Oh my goodness, stays on his feet too. Would have been beautiful if he could have got that one to go, but it just didn't. Now a 2-on-1, but Johnston is fast enough. Way to go, Johnny. Fires a pass to Petticone.
Beautiful pass there, TJ.
To Henny, has one from earlier. Bryn Athyn with some contact on Hennessy, so their bench is excited.
Gotta find the little things to get you excited, TJ, and the game really hasn't gone your way.
Ooh, almost a misplay by Vaccarello there as it rolled up. He tipped it, and then it was a bouncing puck, and Schroeder had to recover. So 15:43 remain here in period number 3. Millersville up by a big margin, by 7.
Travis, now, if you're the coach for Bryn Athyn, how do you get your team to stay competitive and stay fighting in this game?
You just gotta stay focused on the task at hand. Just don't let this game get the better of you.
Well, weird bounce off the stanchion, and this puck rolls into the opposite corner, and it was fired off from. Bouncing puck scooped up by Dunnigan, sent to Zerko.
Go in the end. He's got Carey with him.
It's a 3-on-1.
Saved by Van Horn, it's loose.
Rebound, puck's free.
Millersville had a 3-on-1 opportunity.
Well, now Bryn Athyn with an opportunity of their own, but Vaccarello forces his man wide and loses the puck. Essick in there for them, trying to get it away from Millersville, but Zerko going to receive the pass from his compatriot in a white jersey, now lifts it to Buck. Buck rattles one in there. Throwing it out front, intercepted by Bryn Athyn. Rysack with a nice move, but it gets picked from him by number 22, Essick. His pass intercepted by Ward.
Great play by Ward there, TJ, to get in that passing lane and intercept that pass.
Well, Rysack battling in his own zone. Going to elect to take it himself. Not something we see often out of number 3. Very pass-first mentality out of Connor.
Puts the team on his back a lot, TJ, almost every night.
And this pass is received by Connor from Jeremy. Bouncing puck. Couldn't scoop it up was Ward. And found by Stromberg. Backhanded it to Ward. Left for Stromberg. And now loses possession. So Millersville must regroup and neutralize. Seifert fires one in. Bounces off a Ford. And Stromberg giving chase on the forecheck. You love to see it. He is buzzing right now. Here's Ryder. Couldn't collect. So going the other way is Reed Schroeder of Bryn Athyn. K's against him in the skates of Schroeder.
After a performance like tonight, TJ, he might not be my teammate for much longer.
Rysak fires one, goes just wide. Long distance try. Ryder's going to find it, kick it to K's. K's takes some contact. Tied up in the boards. K's comes away with it. Thrown towards the net. Oh. Wouldn't go for Stromberg on that one. Connor sends it in deep. K's is going to find a loose puck yet again, but he gets tied up at the hash marks. Bryn Athyn's going to come away with it. That's number 8, Justin Marone. Rysak again with the keep in.
Trying to find Corelli down low, but Corelli cannot connect with that pass.
But he does find Burke out front. Oh, and it wouldn't go for K's.
Great position by K's, TJ, again, right in front of that net.
Here's Burke. His shot blocked by Ford. Now still a chance, Rysak. Rink wide for Johnston.
Great zone pressure by the Marauders, TJ.
K's takes some contact. He's been on the ice for a while now. He's got to get a change somehow. Johnston fires it. It's loose.
Rebound.
Bryn Athyn's going to come away with it. They're just going to ice this puck.
And that'll send the puck back in the zone, TJ. And Millersville can get a change. They can get fresh bodies out there while Bryn Athyn can't.
Well, Van Horn's still down. Appears to have an injury.
I think he suffered an injury in the second period, TJ. Maybe a pulled muscle of some sorts. But I mean, when you face 35 shots, TJ, he's got a heavy workload tonight in net. So he's been all over that net, using a lot of muscles. So maybe some point in that game tonight, he's strained a muscle of some sort.
Well, he's still moving very gingerly.
See, and TJ, you can't expect your goalie to do this. You gotta pull him, especially if he's injured now. This is unacceptable. I'm sorry.
Again, we don't make the decisions here, folks, but McCauley wins the draw to Hennessy. Kicks it to Kohata, fires a shot. Van Horn with a save. 12:27 remain here in period number 3.
He's struggling to get up. Look at him. He's really struggling to push off on that one leg, and he really can't push off on the pad. There comes a time and a point, TJ, where you got to think about pulling him, not just because of the night he's been having, but because of the fact that he's showing visible signs of being injured and on the limp.
Well, they have 2 extra goalies on the bench, one of whom played last night. That's number 90, Tyler Cassidy. Faced 60 shots last evening. But the other one is number 31, Max Hoffman. Kohata backhands one, looking for Petticone. And he kicks it to Dennis. Sent ahead for Hennessy. And Adam finds it over to Cole. Back to Henny. Walks his man out wide, throwing it out front. Oh, wouldn't go for Petticone. Kick to the point to Dunnigan. Now over to Vaccarello. Fires a shot. Van Horn has it. And he is more ginger every single time he's making a save. He's trying to stretch out, but
yeah, he's trying to stretch out, but there's not enough time between saves, TJ. He's stretched out whatever injury he's dealing with.
It appears to be, as Travis said, a groin injury.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like to me. It's on the inside of that inner thigh, TJ, is what I'm looking at.
I would guess left leg. By the way he's stretching out, I would guess left groin injury. But
aren't pretty, TJ. That's not a fun injury to play through, let alone rehab.
Yeah, no, my little brother was a goaltender, and when he pulled his groin, it took him a couple weeks, even as a young kid, to rehab it. And
the older you get, it's more harder to rehab any injury, TJ, of any kind.
Yeah. Now a chance for the Marauders yet again. Throwing it out front, tipped, and it goes out of the zone. Dunnigan sends it deep, but it's picked off. Essick couldn't corral it. Loose puck, found by Vaccarello. Lobbed into the zone. Van Horn still hunched over. Here's Zerko, now finally getting into a ready position.
TJ, he's really struggling to get into that butterfly position as well. Keep an eye on that as well. It's really struggling for him to get down low and make those saves.
Well, now a chance. Here's Carey. Fires a shot. It's loose.
Rebound.
Still loose.
Way to go.
And Van Horn still down. Kicks to Dunnigan. Back up on his feet. Shot goes wide. Snapped around by Ford. Batted in by Vaccarello. Kick to Dunnigan in neutral ice. Lifted ahead to Zerko. Quick change for the Marauders. fires one towards the net. Stromberg going towards it, but goes into the corner, so he's tied up. Comes to Dunnigan. Over to Vaccarello, the Massachusetts native, back to Dunnigan. Flicks one in, sticked away by Van Horn.
Stromberg looking for a tip again out in front. Great vision and patience from Stromberg.
Dunnigan again with it in neutral ice. Just over 10 minutes to play here in the third. Millersville up 9-2 on the Bryn Athyn Lions. Dunnigan kicks it to Seifert, who goes to Ward. His pass intercepted. Now Camacho back to his defensive partner. Long distance pass for Reed Schroeder, but Dunnigan intercepts over to Seifert. Fired ahead, now to Ward. Has men in Stromberg. Oh, beautiful play to Rysack. Hits the brakes and they'll fly right by over to Stromberg.
Looking for a second.
And it won't go. Here's Ward. Van Horn with the save, still loose.
Seifert
still
with
loose.
the chance.
Van Horn is down.
Scramble out for the net. Mayhem here at the Coliseum.
Stromberg denied. Seifert denied.
Stromberg getting hooked, but still makes the play. No wonder he got the call up.
TJ, he's got that dog in him. He really does.
Well, he's him right now. He's buzzing. Sent in deep by the Marauders. Ward giving chase. Found by Rysack at the point. Rink wide he goes to Seifert. Shot goes wide. Bryn Athyn has to clear the zone.
They can't get it out, TJ. They can't get a break.
Rysack to Seifert. Back to Rysack. Shot kicked away by Van Horn. It's loose.
Oh, he was strong again. Oh, he almost spit it right around front of the net.
Wouldn't go on the wraparound attempt by Stromberg.
He's still down, TJ. He's still down.
And it finally comes free of the zone to Oveka. Schroeder out to play it. Van Horn just now getting up.
Really struggling, TJ, to get up and push off that leg.
Corelli finds Burke looking.
Here he goes. He's in.
Could it be his third? No, off the side of the net. Van Horn didn't even butterfly on that. Thrown out front. It's loose. Rysack, his shot blocked. Glove down by Corelli. Over to Connor. From his skates to his stick, a little FIFA-style move. Back to Corelli. Now Johnston. To Connor again. To Justin Corelli. Shot loose out front. And it's in. Brandon Case. BK. This one's for Grandpa as he points to the sky.
He lights the light on a very special night and moment here for Brandon Case. You got to think, TJ, that one is going out to his grandpa tonight. A well-deserved goal, and you see his teammates, TJ, come over to him, and they know what that goal means to him. They know what this moment means to him. Great job by the boys rallying behind Case tonight, TJ.
Well, I called it before the game. I was talking to Mr. Case, his father,
he's
and
down, TJ, by the way.
Stromberg is down. They have elected to replace him with Max Hoffman, or excuse me, not Stromberg. That's Van Horn.
Yeah.
Kaiser gets it done,
see
and
TJ,
he's breaking down on the bench as
as
is understood. I told his dad I had a feeling tonight that he was going to do it, play his guts out like he always does, and this one's for Grandpa. So
you can see the captains on the team rallying to his side, TJ, being there for him, giving him a shoulder to cry on in this moment. This is what Ville hockey's all about. You know, it's family first. You know, hockey comes second. And right now you can see the emotion on Case's face. I mean, these guys don't show a lot of emotion, TJ. And right now you see it pouring out, and they're just rallying around Case. And right now, that's all that matters. You know, it's family.
And Van Horn is up. Good to see he's up.
And he's going straight to the locker room, TJ.
Yeah, he's finally coming out of the
He's not
game.
putting any weight on that left leg, really. So it appears to be a groin injury to Van Horn.
Why they kept him in so long is beyond me.
Yeah.
I can kind of see why I don't want to throw Tyler Cassidy in there, but you have Hoffman sitting on the bench, your third-string goaltender.
Look, TJ, just give me 1 second here to get my thoughts out. You know, you got three goalies. You got a goalie who's been playing through a groin injury arguably since the end of the second period.
I thought it was at the end of the first.
He showed some ginger signs towards the end of the second, and then it really came on.
It really started to show at the end of the second
So for
period.
you as a coach to not realize that and to not get your player what he needs, shows a lack of compassion and care.
Well, I don't want to harp on the coach too much. Maybe they asked Van Horn
Yeah,
if he wanted to continue
Maybe
to play,
they did,
and he
I
said
hope
yes.
they did, but from this vantage point,
But we don't know.
We don't know. We don't make the decision.
Yeah, we don't
back
know. We
to-
don't want to speculate.
Well, first of all, we hope Van Horn's okay.
Van Horn is okay.
He has done what he could to keep his team in this game as much as possible. But the Millersville Marauder onslaught was
been
just too much tonight.
much.
Go!
Kohana!
Dumps his man. Petticone walks it in, gets taken down. No call. They say play on.
You got to see how this new goalie does, TJ. Have to sit on the bench all game long. Been pretty cold right now.
Well,
No time to warm up as well. Not like a pitcher in baseball. They don't get time to warm up.
Well, all he has to do is make it to the end of this game. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Now a chance. Petticone out front.
Oh!
Wouldn't go for Johnston.
They threw it right back across, so Johnson couldn't get a stick on it.
Carey down low. Back to Johnny. Now looking for Petticone. Out front, Kohada with the keep in. Oh, they say offsides is the call.
Offside.
And folks, Brandon Kays appears to be in much better shape now,
Good
but
to see that. He deserved that this night. You know, if there was a night where I really prayed and hoped for Brandon Case to get one, it was tonight. And TJ, he cashes in on a beautiful goal, and he was there all night long. So he deserves that, TJ, more tonight than ever before.
well, Hollywood couldn't write a better script. This one was for Grandpa, and
Straight out of a movie, TJ.
I know BK wasn't feeling well for most of the week. He didn't play last night because he wasn't feeling well. But his dad told me earlier today that his grandfather would have wanted him to play, and look at what happens.
Look at what happens.
He pots one and points to the sky, and then he pointed down here to his dad. Very emotional moment for Brandon Case. Actually, up here in the broadcast booth, it was emotional for us,
emotional
too.
for us, too. You know, it's out of all my time here at Ville so far, this is probably the most wholesome moment, TJ, I've seen in quite some time.
Well, Millersville looks to add on. They are up by 8 with 6 minutes to play, thanks to Brandon Case. Oh, tipped almost into his own net that time. Kept in by Camacho. Schroeder's going to cover off the bounce. 5:49 remain here in period number 3. Travis, what does Millersville have to do to build on this and carry the momentum into senior night next weekend and then playoffs?
They just got to take the same energy. They came out today flying, and you keep the same energy up. Like they're going to be unstoppable if they keep this energy up throughout the playoffs and throughout the rest of the season.
Win the period, TJ. Focus on the small things, and that's what they've done tonight. They've focused on the small aspects of the game, and it's carried them to this 10-2 whooping tonight.
Ooh, this one goes up and out of play. Well, folks, in the words of Al Davis, just win, baby. That's all they got to do. 5:35 remain here in period number 3, and Millersville rights the ship after starting the semester a little rough. They went 0-3 with the new offense, but then they hit this Bryn Athyn weekend, and unless something catastrophic happens, it appears they'll complete the weekend sweep.
Well, you know what, TJ? You don't ask how they. It doesn't matter how you start, right? It
They're
matters
doing
how
right
you
the other way.
Chance now for Essex. Shot.
Big
Saved
save!
by Schroeder. Does a split and gets back in time to cover the rebound.
Schroeder's flexibility, TJ, is unbelievable. Unbelievable. If I did that, I might kill myself.
I would be looking worse than Van Horn.
Yeah.
Two pulled groins on me.
it'd be
Good
pretty
Lord.
bad. Yeah, I'd be in a world of hurt, TJ. World of hurt.
I mean, I'm pretty flexible, but not like that.
I am not. I am not.
Well, here's Rysack. Can't send it in deep. Stromberg looking for his second as he's on the forecheck. Bryn Athyn comes out of their own zone. Under 5 to play now. 4:50 left in this
I'll tell
one.
you, fellas, picking our starters the game tonight is not going to be very easy.
No, everybody has played phenomenally. And Hoffman out to play. They blew it dead. So Hoffman was out to play it, blew it dead. Okay, 4:41 remaining here in period number 3. Icing is the call. Shots read 47-16 in favor of the Marauders.
Back to what I was saying earlier, TJ. It doesn't matter how you start, but rather how you finish. And the Marauders did not have a perfect start to the semester. But right now, TJ, if they can finish off the semester with a better record, that'll mean a lot more going into playoffs, TJ. And trust me, I'd rather have our bad aspects out of the way before playoffs rather than during playoffs.
Shot that was well over the net. Nothing for Schroeder to worry about. Here comes Ryder. Ryder with a nifty little move. And now Ward. Down behind the net is Stromberg, looking for numero dos on the evening. Can he do it?
Looking really confident out there, TJ, with the puck.
Ryder looking out front. Now Stromberg kicks it down low for Ward. Back for Ryder. Bryn Athyn picks it off, going the other way. Batted away by Kohata. Sent in deep. Johnston's going to corral it. Under 4 minutes to play now. Stromberg flicked it ahead looking for Zerko. Instead it goes to Bryn Athyn. Intercepted by Stromberg. Hoffman out to play it. Leaves it for May. Bouncing puck's going to roll to Johnston. Ooh, misplay. Scooped up by Kohata. Makes 2 of them miss, but couldn't get the third as the puck comes free. Sent in by Camacho. Johnston's there.
Gavin Buck's calling for it, TJ. He's open by the neutral zone. He's got it.
And there he is. Over to Zerko. Zerko. Oh, almost.
He would have been all alone in the slot, TJ.
Now return trip, but intercepting that was Walmsley. Dunnigan now picks off the Bryn Athyn pass. Here comes Buck. Has men with him. Leaves it to one of those men. Zerko fires a shot, goes wide.
Walmsley was lucky to get out of the way on that one. That was not a shot I want to be blocking there, TJ. That was a ripper.
Yeah, it was. Aiden Carey now. They're going to say a high stick.
Not sure where that would have occurred, but all right.
So face-off down in the Marauder zone now.
Travis made the comment earlier, TJ, that they were on pace for 45 shots this game. Well, I am happy to announce they have eclipsed that total, and now we're at 47 shots on the game. Almost at 50 shots, TJ. 50!
A very, very high-powered Millersville offense.
Getting production from all lines, TJ, not just the first.
And that's what you need. This late in the season, you need depth scoring.
And they've got it. They've got it. Especially now with the addition of Strom. That was a great call-up, TJ. Really great call-up. I'm not saying that just because he's my teammate, but it showed here tonight.
Well, it's good to see some guys get on the score sheet that normally don't have the chance to.
Absolutely.
Here comes Vaccarello.
He's looked really good tonight as well, TJ. Really good.
Well, Bivac's a pretty steady defenseman for the Marauders, always has been. And just another great game put together by Vaccarello, as always. Oh, misplayed by the Marauders. And bouncing puck found by Dunnigan at his own blue line. Lifted ahead for Stromberg, but they say he didn't touch it, so icing is the call. 1:49 left, 10-2 is your scoreline. Shots read 47-16 in favor of the Marauders, as does the score.
You know, TJ, this has been an unbelievable game to call, an unbelievable game to watch. Travis, your thoughts as this new forecheck has really gotten rolling tonight?
It's just been unbelievable. I mean, the offense has just been so overpowering for the Marauders. Everyone showed up tonight. Everyone has a job to do, and they execute on that.
Well, in the words of New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick, do your job, and Millersville has done just that this evening. As 90 seconds show on the big board, 1:30 remain. Back to Vaccarello. Rink wide he goes for Dunnigan. Kai Dunnigan, just a quiet, unsung hero for this Marauders squad.
Absolutely, I was just about
always
to say
rock steady every single night. He's just been phenomenal in his first year here.
And I'll tell you, TJ, you know, being with the Cubs yesterday, they really missed the solid defensive presence that Kai Dunnigan provides. So I wish I got to watch him at the Cubs. But watching him at Ville, unbelievable, TJ.
He creates the kind of plays that don't show up on the score sheet.
Absolutely, Travis.
Yes.
Great point.
And right there's one of those plays, just forcing his man out wide, forcing him to make a mistake. May has it for Bryn Athyn, backhanded in. Dunnigan couldn't get there, so Essick takes some contact, but Vaccarello
throws him down. There's a penalty. Here we
go.
And he punched him in the face.
They're either going to send Essick or Vaccarello, or they're going to send Booth.
Now we got some extras here, TJ. Vaccarello might get more than a 2. This is an extra punch to the face on that one.
Well, 40.8 remain. Vaccarello goes to the box. It's not going to make much difference.
No,
I mean,
it's on. I hate saying this, TJ, but it's time to warm up the buses, unfortunately. I hate being that guy, but
Well, BVAC's going to sit the remainder of this game. 40.8 remain, 10-2 your scoreline. Millersville now down a man for the remainder of the game unless Bryn Athyn capitalizes on the power play. But Millersville running an all-defenseman lineup out there.
this is something new, TJ. Keep an eye on this.
Well, you have Rysack and Seifert
And Johnston.
as the forwards, Johnston and Kohada as the two defensemen. So all four of those guys are defensemen for this Marauder squad.
They'll probably finish out this game, TJ, with about 20 seconds left and counting. They'll finish out this game.
Yeah, Coach Capasso looking almost like a cover three type defense in football.
Rysack with that hustle there. You know, Rysack's played a really great 200-foot game tonight, TJ.
As he does every night.
Every night.
It's,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's expected.
yeah, he's almost at the same level as Cole McCulley, and that does it, folks. Millersville puts a shellacking on Bryn Athyn. I mean, woo, what a whooping.
Yeah, the boys are rolling tonight, TJ, on all levels. Defense, that contributed to the offensive production. And a shout out to Brandon Kays on an emotional night and getting the goal he deserves. Travis, your thoughts on an absolutely Ville-dominated night?
I mean, just a complete 60-minute effort for the boys.
That is what the boys needed.
Outscoring, winning by a margin of 8 goals.
Yep.
They really showed up tonight for Brandon Kays.
Absolutely. And that's what you got to do, Travis. You got to put your brother on their back and carry them to victory. And that's what they did tonight for Brandon Kays. And these boys are out here dancing. And they have the right to dance after beating Bryn Athyn, a conference opponent, in a much-needed win by a final score of 10-2. And Aiden Stromberg, shout out to you, kid. Your first ACHA D2 goal.
Well, folks, get the brooms out. Millersville completes the sweep of the weekend, and that could be the momentum the Marauders need to go into senior night next weekend, and then the playoffs riding high.
A much-needed win, TJ. Travis, your thoughts after this game and last night's game?
I mean, ever since the first goal from Cole McCulley, the Marauders have never looked back.
Absolutely. From the drop of the puck, TJ, this Marauder team wouldn't stop. They wouldn't be denied. And they just hounded the Bryn Athyn Lions all game long.
Well, the boys were buzzing. You guys said it best from the start. The opening face-off, within a minute, we had a goal from Cole McCulley.
TJ, from the anthem. The minute the anthem was sung, these boys are ready to go.
Well, just a phenomenal effort all the way around. Guys, you know we got to do it. Travis, I'm going to start with you. Who's your third star of the evening?
Oh, boy. You know, there's just too
It's
many
so
players
hard.
to pick from. There's just too much. I mean, who do I give first, third, second? I mean, can we give like 5 stars out tonight?
No, we got to keep it
Not how
at 3.
it works, buddy.
I wish we could, because everybody'd be getting one. I'd be Oprah with them. But
You get a star. You
Yeah.
get a star. You get a star.
All right, I'm going to take it. Brandon Kays.
Yeah.
As the third?
This game is dedicated to him and his grandfather. I mean, the boys came out played tonight. Brandon Kays finally got on the score sheet. Finally got that goal. He worked so hard this game, and to finally see that pay off.
Well, I told you. I said something to Mr. Kays earlier. I said, BK's going to play his guts out tonight, and he did just that. Getting it done and pointing to the sky. What an emotional moment. Josh, who's your third star?
Oh, TJ, it's so tough. I think for me, it's going to have to be Adam Hennessy. Adam Hennessy had a great night, TJ, had a great net front presence, and really contributed a lot offensively tonight and found himself on the scoreboard.
Well, firstly, for me, I got to do an honorable mention, and that is Connor Rysack.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has the consistency out of the kid is nuts. Every single game, he is just impeccable. Every single time. Rysack is the picture-perfect defenseman. The only thing that could make him better if he was maybe taller, but you can't control that. You build a defenseman, you're building a prototype of Connor Rysack. That's exactly what you're doing. But my third star this evening, a guy we've seen him on the ice with, one of his partners from this evening, Kai Dunnigan. Dunnigan did a phenomenal job tonight. Again, an unsung hero for the Marauder squad that just is consistent, much like Rysack, but tonight he elevated a little bit more than normal and was just a presence, a force to be reckoned with, consistent, night in and night out. Dunnigan gets it done for the Marauders.
Travis, who's your second star then tonight?
Give me the D3 kid, Aiden Stromberg. He came out. He has the size and the skill. He used both of those aspects tonight. We saw him body that kid earlier, and then later pick up that goal. I mean, congratulations to Aiden Stromberg getting his first ACHA Division II goal.
You know, Travis, you got to say it just like Aiden Stromberg does. Give me that on, all right? Give me that on. So, but for me, number 2, it's got to be Jacob Burke. Jacob Burke absolutely blew the doors off tonight of Van Horn, finding himself 2 goals tonight. What a game from Jacob Burke, and especially a much-needed game for Jacob Burke to increase his stats right before playoffs and senior night, TJ.
Well, I have to echo you there, Josh. Yeah. Jake Burke getting it done. Number 14. What else is there to say? He ever since he came here, the kid's been electric, just an absolute unit.
Size,
every single game. He's the picture perfect. He'd be like, okay, let's take an NBA example. He is your power forward, your Giannis Antetokounmpo type player,
absolutely,
where he gets down low, forces pressure, and creates chances. He is just a phenomenal player here at Millersville.
Unrivaled too, TJ. He's got that kind of strength that'll push bodies off the puck, and he's got that chance to win the board battles and win the fight for position almost every time.
Exactly, and Burke does just that. So
exactly.
I hate to go off of Josh here, but because I'd like to change it up, but I got to give it to Berkey too as my number 2. Travis, who's your number 1?
Well, I mean, it's the one player we keep calling the number 1 star. A hat trick tonight.
Yep, I know exactly what you're saying.
Macaulay. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point.
I think it's going to be a unanimous one up here, bud.
Scoring his 20 up to 26 goals now on the season.
Oh, is that good? 26?
I don't know. Is that good?
I don't know.
26 goals in 18 games?
I might have to ask him again.
In only 18 games? Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
Seems pretty good to me. You know, boys, I am actually going to go, I'm not going to echo you on this one because if you ask me, it doesn't matter about points tonight. It matters about the one goal that meant more to anybody else on this team, and that's Brandon Case. You know, you can score as many goals as you want in this lifetime, right? But at the end of the day, the goals fade, right? The goals fade, but the memories that we have with the loved ones stay forever. And I think that this is a moment that Brandon Case will cherish the rest of his life, because I can tell you right now, his grandpa gave him the assist on that one, TJ.
Yeah, give Grandpa an apple on that one. He was looking down, and but Travis, I got to agree with you, man. Cole McCulley, I mean, Superman gets it done again. I mean, the kid's back must hurt. He is carrying, well, I shouldn't say he's carrying because they're all producing, but Cole McCulley is the motor that powers this Marauder offense, and tonight it was on full display as they put up 10 goals. 10.
He exposed Van Horn twice tonight.
Within a minute of the game starting, he blew the doors off him.
It's one thing to score a goal. It's another thing to undress the goalie twice in 2 breakaways.
And I think undress is an understatement here. He sent Van Horn into another dimension, fellas. I mean, that's stuff that we dream about doing on video games. And out here, Cole McCauley's just doing it for fun nonchalantly.
He is your create a player. You know, you can create a 99 overall player and then play with him on
Cole
rookie
McCauley.
mode. That's Cole McCauley.
He's just, I mean, he's a cheat code. He's literally a one-man cheat code out here. McCauley, I mean, again, I hate to echo the guys on this one, but he's just that good. He is phenomenal, night in, night out. But another honorable mention for me, Josh, it would be your first start, Brandon Case. As we said, folks, very emotional. Kaiser breaking down on the bench, which I completely understand. BK, congratulations, buddy, and we are very sorry for your loss. This win, we're going to dedicate this. We're going to dedicate this win to Mr. Bill Case. Rest in peace.
And another shout out for me would be, Dylan Schroeder.
Yeah. The ever-present. I mean, as I said earlier, reminds me of Coach Mark Dofars when he was here, who gives us a chance to win every single
game.
night.
Yeah, and a shout out to me, boys, goes to my teammate, Aiden Stromberg, who, after this broadcast is over, I'm going to go share this moment with him, as he deserves it. But, yeah, shout out to the kid for great positioning and getting his stick out there to deflect that pass, TJ.
Well, folks, next weekend, it's going to be my turn to be a little bit emotional. I have a feeling I'll get a little bit emotional on senior night, as it'll be my last home game.
6 years later.
But we hope you come join us for it, as it will be my last home game, because didn't you say the PSU Berks game is canceled, Travis?
Yeah, I believe they said PSU Berks has canceled the remainder of their game, so that game, unfortunately, will not be played.
Well, if it does, we'll be here. So maybe I'll get one more. Maybe I'll get one more.
But hey, playoffs are right around the corner, TJ, and maybe this year we'll come home a little more happier.
Well, folks, for my colleagues, Travis Schuster and Josh Gearhart, I've been TJ Fosnot, the voice of Ville Hockey. And if you're at the rink with us, please drive home safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're at home, please enjoy the rest of your night. And thoughts and prayers and condolences to the Kays family. We're thinking of you. And rest in peace, Mr. Bill Kays. You will always be with us, and you will be missed by all of us up here in the broadcast booth. So, again,
As
folks.
always, Rollville.
Yeah, as always, Josh, you said it best. As always, Rollville, good night.